Okay, we're back for round 2 with White Weenie. And we won the die roll. We're going to go ahead and go first. And this hand looks perfectly acceptable. So we'll go ahead and not mulligan. Go ahead and play Sacred Foundry tapped. And pass the turn. Okay, Thought Seize. Probably taking Precinct Captain here. Hand's kind of weak to a Thought Seize. Yep. Took the Precinct Captain. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and play this tapped. If this is the Mono Black Devotion deck, we're in a little bit of trouble with this hand. And that looks like exactly what it is. So Skyjack's a fine draw here. Probably a removal spell. Okay, so no removal spell. That's interesting. We're going to go ahead and swing. See if he wants to trade mana development. Well, go ahead and get him for 3 then. Probably should have done that into the last turn. Because he knew I had 2 Boros Charms in hand from the Thoughtseize. Okay, Nightvale Spectre. It's good. I really want to rip a land here, so I can have that Boros Charm up. Brave the Elements, huh? Huh. Well, Brave the Elements is solid. It's basically like ripping a land out Boros Charm open, except don't have to worry about doing that. So this is probably going to eat another removal spell, and then maybe we can dome him for 4. Hand developed nicely after the Thoughtseize. Could have gone a lot worse. Nykthos not doing anything right now. Okay, we're definitely just going to Brave the Elements black. We want to keep this Nykthos off. Let's see. Let's go ahead and look at what we got on top. I think I'm just going to play this pretty conservative, attack with just these 2. Leave up Boros Charm. Yep, I'll trade, make that trade, get in for 2. Still got this Boros Charm that can either dome him for 4 or protect my permanents. So he's going to scry with his Temple of Silence. And puts a card on top. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, Boros Charm, Indestructible. So we got him on 2 turn clock. He did just put a card on top, so presumably there's another kill spell. So we just want to draw like a Brave the Elements or Spear of Heliod, probably not the worst. Yeah, so let's go ahead and play that out. Get in for 6. And then put him at 2. So I'm assuming he put that on top because it's a removal spell. So we'll get this Night Veil Spectre back. And then we'll be kind of at parity. Gray Merchant is actually probably one of the better cards that he could have because he can't kill this. So I get to get in for at least 3 here. That was a pretty good draw. So we're going to go ahead and swing. And I get to play Skyjack and leave up the Spear activation. With him at 1. There are a lot of cards that I could draw that just win the game for me. He's got another Gray Merchant here. He gets to go to 5. Let's see what would be a good draw for him. I don't think Whip does it. Removal spell kind of changes the dynamic, but he's gone through a lot of removal spells. Was another Gray Merchant? Okay. I can say that puts him at 5. Johnny would be a good draw here. Let's see. Brave the Elements, that's game. Okay. And swing. Okay. So I feel like this is a pretty good matchup. I've played it quite a bit. This has been a popular deck on Magic Online. And what I like to do, I like to bring out these Banisher Priests because they have so much removal. It's easier to get 2 for 1 with removal. And also, the Dryad Militants aren't the greatest. Bring in Pacifisms for Desecration Demon. I like to bring in the Fiendslayer Paladins. And that's pretty much it. So take out 2 of these, or 3 Banisher Priests. And 2 Dryad Militants. We have a lot of Savannah Lion cards in the deck. Basically, we have the Dryad Militants and the Soldier of the Pantheons. And Judge's Familiar is really good in this matchup because basically it trades their first removal spell for a 1/1. So, and it can just peck in for damage as you're working your way up the food chain. So. On the draw here, this hand looks really good. I like this Brave the Elements a lot. Soldier of the Pantheon's certainly not the worst card. And the triple Mutavault. I mean, if you're gonna have lands, Mutavault's pretty much the one you want because it's that threat. And turn 1, Soldier of the Pantheon. Turn 2, Skyjack is a nice clock, especially when it's also Mutavault there too. And we have that Brave the Elements to counter a removal spell. So. Let's see how this goes. He also mulled the 6, which is not irrelevant. Okay. And I'll happily trade the soldier for okay. That's fine. It's a good removal spell to get out of his hand because we have this. So now I'm just gonna play this. Next turn, I'm gonna leave Sacred Foundry, or play Sacred Foundry untapped, and try to leave up Brave the Elements. Let's see if he has another removal spell here. Lifebane Zombie. Okay, that's fine. It's gonna eat this Dryad Militant, but other than that, let's see. Pacifism. Okay. Let's go ahead and swing first. Because he mulligan, trading 1 for 1 seems like a good thing to do since he's got less resources. And so what I'm going to do here, I'm playing Mutavault, pass the turn. Four cards in hand, back down to 3. With land, if he plays Desecration Demon right here, I got the pacifism for it. So it's always nice to have that answer ready. And here it looks like it is, yep. So Boros Charm, not a bad draw. I believe this one's our Summoning Sick one, right? Yeah, Summoning Sick. So we'll go ahead and pacify that. Gonna go ahead and make this a 2/2. Did I? Okay, good. I did the right one. Nope. Get in for 5, put him to 12. And we still have this Brave the Elements and a Boros Charm in hand. And we got 3 Mutavaults out. It's a lot of pressure he's got to deal with. He's got 2 Mutavaults of his own, though. He's got the Doomblade. Okay. So I didn't play around that. Now this Brave the Elements is completely dead. It does absolutely nothing unless I draw a creature. And really most of my creatures at this point that I really want are double white, so it's not doing much at all. Okay. Let's go ahead and activate a couple Mutavaults and see if we can make some trades. If he trades with Mutavault, that means he can't play a Gray Merchant. If he, so you got a removal spell, sure. And if he trades with this, that means his Gray Merchant won't do nearly as much. Sitting 3 cards in hand to 1 card in hand, I'm feeling pretty good. Underworld Connections. It's an okay draw for him. He's going to have to choose between drawing a card and trading, I guess, with Mutavault here. Or thinking. I think I'm going to take 2 here. So I can Boros Charm to basically take a... Okay. See if he wants to draw a card or block with Mutavault. Okay. It's fine. Just slowly wearing him down. Scryland. And he puts that on top. So if we draw a Boros Charm, then we can double burn him out after he pays a life to draw a card, maybe. If he's got a Gray Merchant, that's going to put him back in good shape. So I guess we go ahead and activate this. Pacifism wasn't a terrible draw. That way if he has another Desecration Demon, we don't have to worry about it. Okay. Assuming we're going to see a Mutavault activation. Okay. Okay. Double Mutavault. Fine trading. I'm going to go ahead and play that tapped. That way if we draw this other Boros Charm, we can go ahead and hit him down from 8. Any creature's a pretty good draw at this point. We're just trying to fade Gray Merchant as long as possible, because Gray Merchant's going to gain him 6 and basically kind of put the game out of reach. So I have to kind of play this game basically like I lose to Gray Merchant, and here might be it. Nope, Night Veil Spectre's fine. Good cards to draw, like Fiendslayer Paladin. Let's see, Dryad Militant. Oop, sorry. And I think I'm going to go ahead and, no, pacify this. I don't want him drawing stuff off the top of my library. And I have this Brave the Elements for removal spells, now that I have a white creature in play again. Now he's at 7. If he gets his way down to 4, I've got this. I don't think he's hit a Gray Merchant yet. Well, this might be one more, maybe, not 2. Yep, Gray Merchant. Okay, we're in a lot of trouble now. 16 to 7. Yep. That does happen. Nope. Okay. So, and Imposing Sovereign. A little bit late. We're ahead on the clock here, so I mean, there's no point in really just going ahead and conceding now. But we are not in good shape. With the Boros Charm in your deck, though, you never know when you could just draw into a bunch of Boros Charms and end up kind of winning the game out of nowhere. Especially now he's kind of getting Cavalier tapping this. Oh, I mean, he's got a ton of mana, and the next Gray Merchant ends the game 100%. So that's a whip. That's a really good card for him to draw. Okay. Yeah, that's really bad. Because now basically I can't kill this. I have to take 2 a turn from this right now, or just kind of chump it and have him gain life. Let's see. I don't want to sacrifice a creature now. He's going to go to 16 here. I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to try to maybe let's see. Yeah, I'm going to attack here. Because, well, trading a Boros Charm, probably not worth it. And this is basically where you don't want to be in this deck. You don't want the game to go long. And as soon as they start popping the Gray Merchant out, they kind of run away with it pretty quick. That's the power level of that deck. But this here's going to get the Lifebane Zombie back, see our hand. And luckily, Imposing Sovereign does turn off, being able to hit creatures with this, but he gets to use the effect if they come into play, which is why we're dead to Gray Merchant if it dies, basically. So right now, our outs are like something like okay. So we're gonna go ahead and Boros Charm to double stone right him, I guess. And take 2, drop to 3. Well, thanks for sharing, opponent. Go ahead and hit for 2. Maybe Brave the Elements here for Gray Merchant. Maybe just Drew Gray Merchant wins the game. Okay. Nope. Swing for 2 and go ahead and take this one, I guess. Which probably means I should have attacked with that. If I'm not going to block. Let's see what he has. Another Underworld Connections. Okay. Yeah. Daring Skyjack. Well. Crack in for 4. That's a lot of mana, and that's the game. Okay, so that's kind of what we needed in order to win, but Gray Merchant and double Underworld Connections is a pretty strong little combo to put together. I think we're pretty much going to run it back like it is. Hopefully just get a little bit better luck on drawing creatures before it's a little too late. So I'll go ahead and pause recording and we'll be back. Whoop, we went right into it. Okay. Yeah, I'll play first. And this hand looks pretty good. I like this start, Familiar into Sovereign against Mono Black. So we can get one more planes, then we'll be in real good shape moving forward. So, play Judge's Familiar, which will hopefully eat his first removal spell, whether it be Devour Flesh or one of the targeted ones. You play this Opposing Sovereign and really just kind of set him back on development. Pacifism, not a bad draw. Lifebane Zombie really even doesn't do that much against this hand, just because I have just a lot of creatures. So it's not going to be taking my last creature. It's going to be like... Okay. Mutavault. Mutavault, Mutavault, Mutavault. Okay. So... I actually don't think I want to trade Imposing Sovereign for Mutavault. Just get him for 1 point damage and play Fiendslayer Paladin. Seems like the play to me. If he's got Doomblade, he can only hit Imposing Sovereign with it. After he plays another land, if he's got Hero's Downfall, it's going to eat my Judge's Familiar here. Okay. That's fine. If he takes Skyjack, I get to attack with Mutavault. If he takes Soldier, then I get to play Skyjack. So I feel that's a win-win. Soldier the Pantheon. Activate this guy. Gain some life. Take him down to 11. Pacifism, I feel like I'm in pretty good position. If he plays like a Desecration Demon here, he's pretty much dead. Night Veil Spectre. Night Specter's a pretty good card because Soldier of the Pantheon pretty much blanks it. Okay. So let's look at what we got here. Boros Charm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 7 damage on board. I can swing for 9 and basically trade off something. I think that's what we're going to do. And trade off 1 card with Lifebane Zombie. Probably Imposing Sovereign. We'll go up to 25. We might want to take Mutavault all the way, though. I don't know. I feel like we're in a pretty commanding position from this point. If he plays Gray Merchant next turn, that's going to be a pain in the butt. But, okay, I trades with the Mutavault. Which is interesting because, I mean, that makes a card like Bravium a lot better. And also, this is going to blank any creatures he could play. So, Gray Merchant, yeah. It's going to come in tapped and take him up to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't attack. So, play Soldier. Well, I think we're going to Pacifism here. And take him down again. Hopefully it's not going to just chain Gray Merchants. That's one thing that could definitely get us, but no, 22-2. With a Boros Charm in hand. That Shrine to Nyx is pretty bad. He can probably drop his hand now. Okay, I don't think he has got another Gray Merchant. He would have just slammed it. Unless he's trying to figure out exactly how much mana he's got. So 5 mana off the Shrine. And he's got another Gray Merchant. Oh, whew. Come on. Okay, back up to 9. Three mana open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I draw a red source and he doesn't have a removal spell, I think I win from here. So that's possible. So come on. He's not attacking. Rip a red source. Nope. Okay, that's not bad at all. I think I just swing everything again. He can trade. Oh, he's got 2 blocks. He's got this on here and this on one of these two if he wants it. Yeah. I just need to push as much damage as possible, get in for 3 here. Yeah, okay, those trade. And I get to play another Imposing Sovereign probably. Whoa, he's not blocking this. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. It's cool with me. Do you have a removal spell too? That's good. Okay. Now, play you. You can get him for 4 next turn. No, I need to fade another Gray Merchant or Whip. Let's see what he's got. Pretty much dump his hand with that Nykthos. Okay. 7 mana. Okay. Starting out with Underworld Connections. Now he still has enough to play another or another Gray Merchant. Okay. Draw a card down to 5. I've got 4 basically unblockable. Doomblade. Okay. Yes. Doomblade's fine. Desecration Demon. Okay. I can still win now with a, if I pull a red source for Boros Charm. Sacking. Basically, come on, red source. 1-time Sacred Foundry. Okay. I should have played Imposing Sovereign probably, but I'm gonna go ahead and tap that probably on his turn. Just get a little bit more information before I decide to do anything. So dead to Gray Merchant right now. Okay, down to 4. Okay, Scry. And he's going to put it on top. Still got a Nykthos activation for a ton of mana. Lifebane Zombie is going to take Imposing Sovereign. Need to draw a red source. We're not going to sacrifice. We'll sacrifice on our turn. If he wants to dome us for 6. Come on, red source. Sacred Foundry 1 time. Imposing Sovereign. Well, huh. Okay. Yep. Swing for 1. Mutavault, huh? Can it go down to 2 off Underworld Connections? Or did you find your Gray Merchant? He did put a card on top. Mutavault probably wasn't the card he put on top. It might have been. Down to 2. Okay. Doesn't seem like he drew Gray Merchant, because Gray Merchant would have been a slam card. Okay. Well, we're going to turn this Underworld Connections off. What? Okay. Red source. Brave the Elements. Brave the Elements. Brave the Elements wins, right? He gets to activate Mutavault and block. Okay, cool. Woo! Finally got there. Hopefully. Black. What a game. What a game. Whew. That was close, but we managed to pull it out against Double Gray Merchant. That was definitely the part of the game where my deck does not want to be, and we managed to pull it out. We got pretty lucky there. But thanks for watching. I'll be back for round number 3.